Our logo is tended with care, and what that means is we take special attention to how we cut the product, how we look and evaluate the quality of the leaves of the basil or the stems that we're cutting for parsley or what have you, and making sure that it's the right size, it's the right diameter, it's packaged in the right way that the chefs want. And so the emphasis on quality is really what has been our brand with the restaurants. How's it going today? Very good. We have a special niche in the fact that what we do is we provide commercial grade herbs for the restaurant community. Hey, how are you, Special Growers?
Right on. Come on in.
All right, thank you. These are more of the elegant restaurants in the area. They specifically in Knoxville and in Blount County. And so we have a variety of about 10 to 12 different herb products that we offer to them. We provide all the herbs that would be traditionally used in a kitchen or in a restaurant environment. Very popular in the summer are things like basil and cilantro and parsley. More so in the fall and the winter, you get into sage, you get into chives. Most every case we're able to deliver within an hour of it coming out of the garden. So it's very fresh and it's very high quality product.
When they walk in the door and everything has been cut within the last hour or so, the difference between that and any other type of herbs that we can get is huge.
One of the things that is different about Special Growers is 80% of our staff is disabled. Our staff here does everything that we do, from building the boxes that we use on the outside to, you know, the harvesting and the planting that we do, the maintenance that we do here. We came about organizing Special Growers, you know, from a personal perspective. My son Brad is an autistic adult, and when he graduated from high school about 8 years ago, you know, there was not a lot of opportunities for him or for his friends and peers. So myself and a number of parents got together and decided we would create a business around these young adults that was specific to their strengths and weaknesses. And so we first came up with this thought of putting together a garden environment and creating and selling to just the local farmers market, you know. But we soon realized that that was a competitive environment. You know, there's a lot of very large farms in the area that do that on a regular basis. So we then began to specialize with herbs. And that's where we found our niche, because we produce high quality herbs for the restaurants in this area. It's a very specialized offering, and you know, the way that we go about it is very, you know, very high touch in the way that we service and harvest and tend to the plants and provide that extra level of quality when we deliver to the restaurants. These are the young adults that have recently graduated high school that are looking for their first job. And so what we're trying to do is create the opportunity of that transition from high school to give them opportunity to gain valuable skills in job training and also employment opportunities. We help them, you know, create their resume. We help them with a reference. We help them to take the step out of high school into the employment world and make that transition very reasonable and very safe for them, to prepare them for the future opportunities they may have. So some of the young adults, you know, have different capabilities and different skills. And so, you know, some of the people we have are very interested in just doing something as simple as watering, you know, and you think about that being a simple process, but when you have the number of plants that we have and we're outside, water is very important during the late spring and summer months. And so, you know, we have some of our staff that's predominantly what they do, is just water our beds and water the plants. We've got some adults that they're more in the more physical, strenuous areas. So as we build new boxes, we have to fill them up with dirt. You know, we have to move boards around, we have to build boxes and physically move things around from one part of the garden to the other. And I've got some of our workers who do that kind of work. And then I've got some that are more inclined and want to do more of the delicate type of things like harvesting and cutting our plants and planting the plants and working with microgreens. So we have a whole variety of opportunities and jobs, and the workforce that we work with meets all of those on a daily basis. One of the unique specific characteristics of special growers is our emphasis on quality. We didn't want to just be an organization where people felt sorry for us because we had a diverse work staff. So we really have focused strongly on quality and demonstrating that we can produce a very high quality product, and that's what our customers really want first and foremost. Our logo is tended with care, and what that means is we take special attention to how we cut the product, how we look and evaluate the quality of the leaves of the basil or the stems that we're cutting for parsley or what have you, and making sure that it's the right size, it's the right diameter, it's packaged in the right way that the chefs want. And so the emphasis on quality is really what has been our brand with the restaurants, more so than really our work staff and the nature of how that's been evolving.
So I heard about both their mission and what they're doing as a product at the same time. And it was a big, easy sell for me because we were looking for locally sourced herbs that were high quality, and it just so happened that they had a good mission.
I want to have the freshest thing possible, and it's always consistent, and so that's why we go with them. But the fact that it is such an amazing program and helping young people is that much better. Particularly, I love what they do with the local high schools, not just the young adults, but also some of the younger high school students, and it does make you feel good about the fact that you can help out a program like that.
All right, so we have a little bit of harvesting, but we have a
One of the
lot
objectives
of
we have
work
here, in addition to providing, the service and the opportunities to the young adults that we work with, is also building a case or a prototype of how this environment can act in the real world, how we can produce quality product with a diverse work staff that's mostly disabled. I've got 3 young ladies that I've had work with us for 3 to 4 years who are now moved on into a college environment that years ago that was unheard of. So again, we're that stepping stone or that transition out of high school, providing the job opportunities, but more importantly, providing encouragement and opportunity and the ability for them to develop new skills.
down to the bottom of it like this. You want them about that long.
It's truly amazing to me where we are today from where we started. I mean, 10 years ago when we started thinking about this initiative, again, it was a very simple model where we were just going to grow vegetables and we're just going to go to the farmer's market. But now, working with the volume of restaurants that we work with, working with the number of young adults that we work with, we never imagined that we would be at this level of growth, and I don't really see it stopping.